Okay, welcome to question 6. Use the following graph to answer the question. So which answer choices correctly describe the rotation that maps figure A, B, C, D to figure A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime? There is more than one correct answer choice. Select all correct answer choices. So if we're looking at this, I might have to zoom out. Nope. Okay, perfect. So 180 degrees counterclockwise rotation about the origin, a 90 degrees counterclockwise rotation about the origin, a 270 degree clockwise rotation about the origin, and a 270 degree clockwise rotation about the origin, a 90 degrees clockwise rotation about the origin, or a 180 degree clockwise rotation about the origin. Okay, so I'm going to think back. Counterclockwise rotations always match up with the clockwise rotation, so I'm going to think back to myself. Okay, if I were to start here at this point and rotate it 90 degrees counterclockwise, how many degrees would I have to go clockwise? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, clockwise. So this is 90. This is 180. That would be 270 to end back up at this. So I'm just breaking it down that way. So I know that a 90 degree counterclockwise matches is the same thing as a 270 degree clockwise. If we were to do the same thing, 180 degree right here, 180 degrees counterclockwise would be the same as 180 degrees clockwise. And then again, if we did a 270 degree rotation right here, that only leaves 90 degrees for us to go in the clockwise direction to end up at the same point. So I'm just going to do that so that I can make sure that I'm pairing the correct counterclockwise with the correct clockwise rotation, and it eliminates half of the choices because I only have to check 3 now instead of 6 individually, because now I know which ones are going to be the same rotation. So now if we're looking at this, figure A, its corresponding point is A prime. So from point A to A prime, my first inclination, since it went this way, is I'm going to just compare it counterclockwise. And since we went, I'm going to use my line of reference from the origin, and it went directly to the right 1 unit. If I were to pick up this line and rotate it 90 degrees, it would end up being completely vertical, and it is at 1 unit. So far A to A prime is looking like a counterclockwise rotation of 90 degrees. Let's verify a couple more points and go from there. So some of you might be thinking, okay, well, how come you're using these like little pinwheel looking things? And that's because if I had an L, I'm thinking to myself, okay, if I have an L starting this way and I rotate it 90 degrees, I know that this bottom part would end up looking like this, because that's a 90 degree rotation from straight up to straight horizontal. So that's why I'm using these L looking references, because it's easy for me to rotate an L 90 degrees. So with that said, let's draw our L from the center of origin up to point B. So I would go up 1 unit and over 2 units. So to rotate this L 90 degrees counterclockwise, this bottom would come down and we would be up 2 units. So this came down and up 2 units. So B prime did check out. So let's check C. We go over 2 units and down 1 unit. So for this to rotate 90 degrees, this side of the L would now be straight up. So we would go up 2 units and over 1 to C prime. So yes, it is a rotation of 90 degrees counterclockwise, and now I know 90 degrees counterclockwise matches up with 270 degrees clockwise. So I'm looking for 270 clockwise. Hope that helps.